Insecure women only befriend beautiful girls when they don't know they're beautiful. Take note, I did not say ugly women only befriend beautiful women when they don't know they're beautiful, because you can be beautiful yourself and be insecure. A lot of times, ugly, unattractive, and or average women befriend really pretty girls only when that girl either does not know how pretty she is or is low vibrational. I want to highlight that me saying ugly, unattractive, I'm talking about what society deems as such, not what I personally would deem as such. When you're not a threat to her, it's not a problem to have a friendship. Once you start realizing and waking up who you are and what you want in life, all of a sudden, then she starts having problems with things she didn't have a problem before, or at least she didn't have a voice about it before. This is a telltale sign that she was only benefiting from you when you didn't know who you were and you didn't know what you were capable of. And now that you do, it's an issue. I can talk about the dynamics between men and women all day on my channel. However, men are not a daily topic for me. I don't go outside looking for male validation. I don't do anything seeking male validation. And I don't want to make all my videos about men. Not every woman who wants to level up is heterosexual. Not every woman that wants to level up is dating. Not every woman that wants to level up is married or desires marriage. So therefore, there are other conversations that we need to have outside of men and women. I know that's y'all favorite. Topics like these need to be discussed. In order for you to level up, you're going to have to know how to navigate everyone surrounding you. That includes women, that includes men, that includes your elders, that includes how you interact with your children if you have any, that includes how you interact with coworkers if you have any, that includes how you interact with perfect strangers, but more importantly, how you interact with yourself and how you carry yourself. I always remained good friends with girls until I wanted to level up. Oftentimes, the girls that I was friends with turned on me, whether that was middle school, high school, college, and outside of school. I remember one time in college, my birthday was coming up and my friend asked me what I want to do for my birthday. I didn't know. She suggested Dave & Buster's. I have never really been an arcade girl since I was probably 9 or 10 when, it was a thing to go to Chuck E. Cheese for my age. I think maybe because I worked at Chuck E. Cheese when I was in high school, I just was not interested in arcades. I don't know. But I grew out of it by the time I was in college. And I told her no, I wasn't really interested. She asked me why. I said, I don't know. I just wasn't interested in going to Dave & Buster's. And she was like, she immediately jumped off and was like, you're so bougie. You're so uppity. And I'm not the only one who thinks it. At that time, I didn't even know what sedity meant. I think the exact word she used was sedity. And I didn't know what it meant, but I knew that it meant that I was different from them. I figured it was somewhere along the lines of you think you're better than other people. There was times I was friends with girls, and when I got around other people that they were surrounded by, such as their family or other friends, when they hyped me up as in like their extended family and or friends I was meeting for the first time, sometimes I would notice little looks or ways to kind of bypass the conversation. Like, okay, all right. And sometimes, of course, you can joke and you could be like, okay, but in every joke, there's a little bit of truth. From when I was in middle school, high school, college, and outside of school, I have been surrounded by people that benefited from me when I didn't know exactly who I was, or when I was at the level that they deemed was their level. And once I decided for myself that I wanted to go up a notch, it became a problem. I became the problem. The truth is, anyone can become prettier. You can do cosmetic procedures. You can get actual surgery to make your body look better. I don't know how I managed to miss this, but I should have mentioned the gym and changing your eating habits as the first approach to looking better. Sometimes I ramble and the things that I mean to say, I don't say. So my bad. You can create a better skincare regimen. There are a lot of things that you can do to make yourself look better. However, if you either don't have the finances, you don't have the drive, because if you don't have the finances and you have the time, as in like you don't have kids, you can simply get another job, make more money so that you can afford these things. If you can't do those things, then you simply don't have the drive and you just want to or prefer to surround yourself with people who you either think are on your level or lesser than you. We've seen women pass away. We've seen women get really hurt as a result of friends who actually didn't like them, as a result of friends who secretly hated them and were waiting for opportunities to harm them. R.I.P. to Shankila Robinson, who died during a friend's trip in Mexico. This was one of our biggest reminders. A lot of times girl trips go bad. The one time I tried to go on a girl trip, it went bad before we even got to booking a ticket. This is why it is not safe to want more for yourself and be surrounded by people who don't want more for themselves. I have a daughter who I have to look out for. I have plenty of young girls who I taught dance to, who still look up to me, who still watch my YouTube and my TikToks and whatever else. It's not safe to bypass subtle comments and just say, oh, that's just so-and-so. No, it's not. No, it's not. If you're on your level up journey as I am and you want to learn more information or just watch videos like this for entertainment, my YouTube link is in my bio. Click it and subscribe. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.